Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a way that you can make samples. A lot of y'all have seen on YouTube and other places how you can make them, and there's a lot of different ways, but I have found the safest and most effective way is if you get one of these little beauties right here. It is amazing. So it's just a chocolate melter, and it literally just melted this in like a matter of a few minutes. It melted to the perfect temperature, not too hot. You get the best scent quality, and you don't have to keep your eye on it like you would in the microwave. So I'm making, which one? Coconut flour. All of these are incredible. I'm making all of them, but this is coconut flour. So I'm going to do kind of half and half. I'm going to do some mold samples. You can get molds from anywhere. I get a lot off Amazon, wherever's cheapest. And then we're also going to do some felt samples. Now, I like to have my felt already cut up. Easy, accessible, ready to go. Easy cleanup. So, we're going to do these first. And what you'll do is you're going to just slowly pour it into each one. Now, you can base it how much you want in each little mold depending on how big you want the sample. Now, if you do a sample that you're going to mail, sometimes, unless it's a good customer, it's best to mail the felt, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But these are thicker, so they're more expensive for your postage. And however, if you have a customer, a good customer, who wants to really put the scent in their warmer, they've gotten a warmer from you, you know they're a great customer. How did I skip one? I skipped one up here. Then you want to give them a real sample because it's the real deal. So I'm actually just pouring the remainder wax from each mold I do or sample I do into these other molds. And what you see in the middle is something I wanted to show y'all. This right here with the yellow at the bottom, it's a layered sample. So at the bottom is My Only Sunshine and on the top is coconut flour. So you see how easy that is to clean up, and I'll literally just have to wipe it out with a paper towel. And oops, it's hard to do this with one hand. Anyways, when I have two hands back, you can just wipe it out really easy and it's ready to go. So I kind of let that sit for a minute, and after I let that sit, I will put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes and pop it out. So let me get out of the freezer my other samples that I am making. So these are ready to go. Cute little butterflies. We're going to take them over here to this station. So I'm going to set this down really quick. Maybe y'all can see me, maybe not. So these are butterfly molds, okay? So what I do is I take tin foil and I put it down, and I'll just they literally just pop right out. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll flip this back around so you can see. And I mean, literally a matter of like 5 minutes they were in there. So you see how they're like this? So there's my molded samples. And then what I'll do is I'll put one in here, and then I will staple a cute little thing to it, and it'll have my business card as well. Now, one thing that you need to know, you can choose if you want to, you can choose to label your samples, but what I've noticed is if I label them, I don't get as much feedback. I don't get as many people asking me what the sample is because they know what it is. If I don't put what the scent is, say for example for these I'm going to put butterfly, I'm going to write down on a piece of paper butterfly, and then next to that My Only Sunshine. So I know if somebody's like, hey, what was that yellow butterfly scent? I can know immediately what it was. And then I'm going to upsell, get them to get a 6-pack. Always offer more first, just FYI. So as you can see, as I was letting those ones out and putting them on the tinfoil, these are kind of starting to get a little bit molded on the top, which is good because that makes it easier when you're trying to put them in the freezer. So they'll literally go in here for like about probably like 10 minutes. And then what you can do is literally just get your new cube or your new bar. And that, by the way, just made the coconut flour just made about, how many samples did we just make? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 big samples. And that was with 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. Okay? So you can make a lot, it just depends what you use. Now, this is Sunburst Bloom, so I'm going to put 4 cubes in here. I didn't wipe it out completely, but honestly, it's fine, really. Because I'm keeping some for me because they're so good. So, I'll just let this melt and see it's already starting to melt down, which is insane. It goes so quick. And there's a little spout on here, see on the end? So you can pour it really easily. But with the felt, I'm just going to go ahead and dunk one in because it's kind of ready. What I'll normally do with the felt is, you can cut this in strips as well, but all you do with the felt is you literally just dunk it in. Do you see how it's like absorbing all of that nice fragrance? So you dunk it in, and voila, that's it. Felt's incredible. You can mail these. In the summer, they will save your life because these things are beautiful right here, but they will melt in a heartbeat in the mail, and that is just so sad. So sometimes these are better in the summer. Great to stamp to product list. They're great for your customers that don't have Scentsy, but you want a really good scent quality. They're great for your customers that do have warmers because they can put this in a plug-in. All the scent will come off of the felt, and it will reabsorb back into the felt. So it's great to use for a sample. That's going to dry really quick. So that's why I like to kind of just cut mine and have them ready to go. And yeah, you may get a little paraffin on your hands, but who cares? The paraffin feels great. It makes your hands really soft. So that is it for the felt samples and the other samples. Now just remember, like I said, if you choose to not label them, make sure that you just write down, so like for this I'll write orange felt and then I'll write sunburst blooms. So that way when somebody contacts me, I'll know to tell them, oh yeah, sunburst blooms, because people may say this one's yellow. But if I have written down felt, so that's important to note the shape of the mold that you're using for whatever you're melting. That way you'll know what they are asking about, and then it gives you the opportunity to be like, oh my gosh, girl, let me tell you about all of our new products, and oh my gosh, did you know we have Ocean and Laundry Care? So it's kind of like upselling, but you're kind of tricking them into contacting you because you want them to want to know what that scent is. So it's a little trick. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful. I'm sorry I went over a little bit. Now same thing. Now normally for layers, if I send a lotion, or also the same thing for if I send any kind of like laundry care, normally I put the scent on that. It's typically samples I don't put the scent on. Now sometimes I will give some washer whiffs and I won't put the sample on them because I want the name of it, because I want them to contact me and be like, what is that? What do you do with it? That way I can kind of like tell them about our laundry care. But these are really, really easy. And as you can see, like this one's already hardened. So it's ready to go in the bag. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Go rock the rest of your month and have a great night. Bye.